Hey, welcome back. Hi. Ooh. Okay, anyway. And I bumped that just to do something stupid. Get out, go. So, let's see, 114.3 got bumped to the end of the month so far. That's fun. Wait, I don't know if it makes any difference. I don't know if it's going to change. I've got massive lag issues. One of which is a little weird, because let me show you something. I'm going to want some stuff for this anyway, so. I want to build a quick little ice cube tray, for which I'm going to need wood. And there's obviously icebergs, and there's the sort of places, the sort of biomes that ice forms in, right? However, in all this time, we're up to like day 1091, most of which, at least 1,000 days, have been in 114, I think. I'm not positive about that. Seems like it, though. I made the map a few weeks ago, back in 111, so that because they every time there's an update to the main game, there's minor changes to any given seed. You know, if you punch in a name or a number, which I did, based on my username, it's a thing, or it was a thing. I don't know if it still is. My old map got corrupted enough that I had to just trash it. There was no salvaging it. Not really. Not in the. It's less painful to just start over with the damn thing than to try to. There was no doing anything. It was just irrevocably toast. Because mistakes occurred. Which basically means I did it. I'm not saying there was like some random kooky coincidence. I did stupid things and made mistakes. And then deleted the files prior to those mistakes. So there was really no going back, and the only way to go back was to trash it all and start over with a completely fresh generated seed in 111. So I got what I wanted, because otherwise things get moved around, and I hate that. It's funny too, because this seed was similar to this, what I want, for a number of versions. It wasn't until 113 that it changed and got stupid and started putting icebergs everywhere and moved the nether portal that I count on and things. But 111 allowed me to do an infinite mending bow, so I went with that. If I'm going to roll it back anyway, I might as well go back to the version that gave me something cool that I can't have anymore because they say so. So let me out of the boat. Let me have the boat while I'm out of it. Don't do that again. And here's what I'm thinking. Well, see, it's weird because this. Give me a bunch of this stuff. I'm gonna want it. Let me just set this down, because this. And you saw how quickly the tree grew back. Because my random tick speed is at 40 instead of the default 3. Which, it occurs to me, may be part of the problem with the lag. I guess maybe I'll test it sometime. But now that that's there, as much as ice should form here, let me just do this so we have then we know exactly what we're talking about. Right now, there's ice in the middle in here. Oh, and the biome, frozen ocean. Here's where it goes, deep frozen ocean. But as far as I know, that's still an ice biome, right? I mean, it's got to be. Why wouldn't it be? I don't know. So that's weird. Let that run, let that be there. It might start producing ice. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me that in deep frozen ocean, ice wouldn't be a wall against which ice forms if there's water, if that makes sense. As for the rest of this, there's a couple of ways, well, there's 3 ways if I do a stupid thing again, to build an ice cube tray. One is the really stupid way that I've done. I'm not doing that again. It was a big, huge waste of material. It didn't really work. The other is similar but lesser, and it works better, which is funny. I'm going to just I like this grid thing, so I'm going to come up with a grid thing. And you can't see, there's no bounding boxes on ice. I don't know why. Is that right? Okay. I'm just gonna lay this out. See, look at this lag. It's insane. Come back to this. I don't know what it's doing. So maybe that one just grew back. That could happen. What? That's 140, right? Okay. 48. 49. 50 is part of it. That's not growing, and that's actually kind of bothering me. Well, let me do it this way. I'll see what we get, but what we get is just, you know what, give me this. It'll be faster, and I'll have something to show for it. Alright, I want those anyway, because I'm going to need water to do this next thing. But this, if it works, I mean, at this point I can't be sure of anything. Should, I don't really need that, I can count. Should allow me to, like, no, was that 3? Yeah. Okay. I'm reasonably certain that, I don't know why it wouldn't work. I'll just try it and see what we get, because I'm a little confused about it at this point. Back to 140. It's doing nothing. That's weird. I thought it would. Well, okay. Whatever. We'll see what oh. What the hell? Oh, that was stupid. I just went the wrong way with that. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'll fix it in a minute. I saw wood and I thought, okay, I know what I'm doing, and I was wrong. Break that out so there's water again. I don't know why it's not. I don't know. Well, let's just build the actual thing. If it doesn't work, I can move it somewhere that it does. I don't know why it wouldn't. Okay. If I can get back out of here somehow. Just fill all this in with... The reason to use wood, by the way, is the pickaxe is like efficiency 5. If I tried to use more ice or stone brick or something, or even hoppers, which would be cool if I could use hoppers, because then it would just collect all this stuff for me, but nothing. That's weird. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, because there's a plant. Don't just leave. Plants are fairly new. At least those are. Oh yeah, so wood is something the pickaxe won't just go through in a frame, you know. In a fraction of another. God, just stop it. Even if I, you know, what the hell did I do that for? That's what I want. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good enough. Grab what I can get. And then give me one of these, and I'll just do some slabs. It's fine. So first of all, slab, slab, slab. We'll just put these all along the edge. So these could. I don't know what would happen if I saturated these, because you can do that now. I don't know if it would count for anything. Hey, I'm not too worried about it. It won't help me in any real way. More importantly, I need to cover something here. Thanks. So, that... Let me think about this. I have this now. We'll just set this in here, where I know that slide. Okay. there's no traction on this stuff at all. Actually, it could be worse. It could be the blue ice, which is kind of where I'm heading with this. Well, I would say this is 9 by 9, so it's 81. But in fact, all of these, once I break them, are going to be water forever. To be source blocks to allow for some... Is that lower? Double. No, it's not lower. That's lower. Set these down. I'll break out every other one. It's the easiest way. Okay. Take out the ones that I don't want to keep because there's going to be ice under them. Right now there's not ice under them. There's ice under the ones that won't be ice. Or something. Okay. Now... break these with not the self-touch because I want them to be water. Wait for the lag to get out of my damn way. Stop not working. Damn it. And I think, even against just slabs like this, it should still count as a, these are just here, so that's not floating for no reason. It just makes it look like it's intentional. There, that's working good. I don't know for sure if it's going to work all the way into the area that for some reason it hasn't been working. I know a way I could try to test it. It'd be a little weird, but I could do it. I guess I will. Let me, or not game mode, let's get out of the way. Game, rule, random, damn it to hell, random tick speed. Let's just kick this up to stupid levels and see what happens. Not as much as I would expect. It could be the lag, which I may have just made worse. I would expect more. It's like if I planted a tree right now, and I can't, I don't have one, it would just poof back into existence. It would be no time. It would be faster than bone mealing it. Which is, you know, makes it kind of not good. I don't know why it's not. I know this. I know the. You know. Let me. While I'm here, and that's not helping, I'm going to go down to 3 for a minute. See if it does anything for my lag issues. I don't know. I don't know how to test for that. Yeah, I do. Let me go get my boat. I know some things that are really affected by lag. Like getting in a boat, evidently. What in hell? I don't understand why it's stupid. Anyway. Get over here. I've got these minecarts rolling around. Well, I got one right there, actually, in the industrial place. But this, these two, it's pretty obvious that they're lagging all the time. It's partly that, look at all these hoppers, and there's more hoppers and that thing. It's just, I have really clogged all this up with redstone, which is probably not the wisest thing ever to try to do. But I'm just curious. No, it's still hitching. Look at that. Both of them, I think. Assuming they're both running. So, yeah, I don't think the tick speed is what's causing the lag. I think it's probably the redstone and just general 114 weirdness. Which again, the new version is now like June the 28th. It might come out if they don't just bump it yet again. So that's not helping. Let me, take a quick nap. I guess a benefit to the lag is, the days become a lot longer. I shouldn't have to sleep again. I mean, I've been doing this for 13 and a half minutes now, and it's just now, the sun should set, within 10 minutes of waking up. I didn't even wake up for this. It was noonish when I started. In game time. For me, it's, what, almost 4 in the afternoon. And incidentally, there's an alert that apparently we got a severe storm. So that's the last day of spring in Denver, I guess. Go back and see. I don't know. I don't know why the random tick speed doesn't affect ice. Maybe it does, and it's just the lag is over, you know, over affecting in the other direction, over correcting. Don't know why nothing's forming here. That's just bizarre. Should be, I would think. Oh no, damn it! I don't want to. So I exist. I can hit things. I just can't hit a boat that is invisible and won't let me out of it. Where? I don't care. We'll find it later. I'm not that far from anywhere. Alright, so this is all doing its thing. And yeah, this is a really simple ice tray. Which should just work, provided... I guess what I don't know is whether it works over here. That's because this is a different biome, and it's possible that this biome is stupid. Although it does just all say frozen, okay, deep frozen ocean here, and here. Maybe. Actually, it almost looks like... No, this is absolutely D. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I guess what I can think is that we wait around and see what happens to it ultimately. I don't know what to do about the lag. I don't know. I added RAM. I've got, well, half of 20 gigs allocated to the game, but that should be, it's, before it was like 6 allocated, and now it's almost 11. So that's weird. Oh, there's my boat. How nice. That's my boat. Give. No! Just everything wants to annoy me, apparently. So, I don't know. Anyway, this should fill in, except for, of course, that will always be water because it's covered. And therefore, if I break out all of the others, there's 81 spots, but since 9 are taken, it's 72, which means I can basically, if it's all filled in and I clear it all out, I'll get 8. Well, I'll get 72 block. Let me have a, I don't need the bed anymore today. If I had ice, if I do that, I get, that's ice, that's compressed ice. Also, I think that's compressed ice, isn't it? It's gotta be, yeah, packed ice, whatever you call it. Let me grab a few of these, because where each of these represents 9 blocks of ice. If I do that again with the ice and make up 9 compressed ices, that being compressed ice, then obviously enough I get blue ice. So ice, compressed ice, blue ice. Almost sure I want these for a sec. Yeah, fine. Because I'm going to get back in the boat. Give me the... half the reason well, not half the reason. I want ice in general. Literal ice, this stuff. And when I'm walking on or sliding across or skating or something. Or going real fast in a boat. Is just really portable water, ultimately. Not potable, but portable, carryable, movable, transportable. Which is way better than trying to carry buckets of water around, obviously. So I wouldn't hate having a source of that. But as far as having like blue ice, I have a use. I did this a couple of days ago. I didn't mention it, I don't think. But this is the sorting system with its hoppers that cause problems. And then, you know, iron guys, lots of them, by the way, and fish, and they kill each other and stuff. Makes its way through hoppers into, there's soul sand on there, so that everything gets pushed. If something were getting killed right now, I could prove it. But I threw this in here so that I could just take any random thing, throw it in there. It gets pushed to, you know, by the water, goes up, goes ultimately toward the junk basket because there's no slot for it in the sorting system. But when I did it, let me just get rid of the water because it doesn't help me to be wet right now. Okay. I don't know why I put glass over it, I just did. I mean, it made sense to me at the time. It probably doesn't make it a lot of difference. I didn't have enough ice, so that's blue ice, that's blue ice. That is packed ice, which I'm about to not have here because it's not what I want. It probably doesn't matter that much in reality, but it'll be faster to have this. And then if I put that back and break it, I'll just have a thing again. And then put the glass back. I don't know why there's glass here, just it seemed like it's something to do. Something to basically bounce it off if I throw whatever I have in. It'll just end up in there, is the plan. So I've got that. So that's the sort of thing I want blue ice for, I guess. Just water streams or ice roads. tried ice roads before. That was something of a disaster too. But I really have problems with lags. Lag is bad. It just happens to me. So let's go back to my you know, ice cube tray that may or may not work. I don't see any ice on this side, and that's really concerning me. I may need to move it, you know, that way a bit, which I can do, or even just expand. It doesn't have to. Did I get the? I got the boat. Where am I? Yeah. So this side we expected to work. This side, I don't know what to think is going to happen. Nothing's going on there. This doesn't have to be here. That was just so I could mark it and see if anything ever changed. So I don't know. That maybe it may be too far to that into the wrong biome. I guess I don't know. If so, I can. It's not that difficult to take what I've got and essentially just move it all over 5 or 10 meters. It won't make any difference. It also, I might. Please get up. I don't know if I'm going to settle on this necessarily. What I could do instead is probably make it a little bigger. I'm trying to remember if pistons push something, or push how many things it can push. Whether it's like, it seems like it's 12, but I don't know if that means it pushes 12 and retracts, or pushes 11 and it pushes 13. I don't know. Somehow 12 is involved, I think. This seems right. So whatever the number is, what you would do is have, instead of the diagonal thing, where you have, you know, 2 things here, like this, or you'd have water here, and it'd just be all covered, so it was always water, always source blocked, and then one on the corners. Kind of what I did before over, you can't really see from here where I'm even pointing, but the hell over there somewhere I had a big stupid machine that ultimately didn't work very well. But the part of it that produced ice in the first place, that part was fine. Little hopper clock making it push every once in a while or something. Minecart maybe to make it happen. Anyway, once this bit of ice, this row, becomes ice, or just even any time, just every once in a while, there are pistons beneath it pushing up, again, like the old system, and then pushing, and then more pistons pushing that over across an array of pistons all pointing up. That occasionally, and it's all ice, it doesn't need to be water at that point, it just pushes it up into the air. And what you end up with is a big cube that's, say, 12 meters wide, and 12 meters tall, so 144 times 12, I mean, it's a lot of ice, in theory. Wait for it to finish. You can even, well, yeah, you can actually enclose that part, as long as the ice forming bit is uncovered from the sky, it'll work. Just whenever it's done, or done-ish, you can go in and with a silk-type pickaxe and just annihilate the entire cube and end up with, you know, over 1,000. It's 144 times 12. It's got to be 14. It should be a number I can just think of, and it's not working. I don't know, my head hurts. That's why I'm late today. I was going to do this earlier, but I was asleep. I don't know what to make of any of this. I don't know why it's not forming over here. Well, it's forming there as something. I don't want to set anything down. This should be good enough. I don't want to seed it with anything because that kind of blows the results technically. It should just be working on its own. We're still lagging despite having dropped the tick speed, so I'm kind of thinking, all things considered, I'd rather have it up at 40 where I like it. I don't see, it doesn't seem to help anything. Nothing seems to help anything. It's just goofy. I think the lag is just somehow actually worse than anything I do to fix it. Or make it worse. I mean, it could be that tick speed is contributing to that, but it's not, because it's still lagging at 3, so I don't know. It's just slowly doing its thing. I guess the good news is at least this is here. Because this will always be water, and that this is frozen means that now this can freeze either because it's next to this or this. and then so on, and then we'll just have a strip ultimately of water in the middle that doesn't ever freeze, which will make this possible to reuse. But yeah, I'm really thinking more. I'd have to get a bunch of stuff together, and it would probably take a little while to build. I might not even bother building it on camera, especially with the lag being a problem. And I might get rid of this ultimately and put in a more automated big cube maker, which is kind of a happy medium between this sluggish. Well, it wouldn't be faster, it would just be more. It would do more before I had to deal with it. But yeah, that big, long, stupid ice maker I had was stupid and long. Both in building it and just geographically, it was one side to the other, it was pretty large. And dumb, don't forget dumb. Alright, what time is it? I gotta go. I'm just gonna let that be whatever it is. I'll find out later if it ever does any damn good. I can't tell you right now. Head over here to where the lag is probably concentrated. I doubt that going back to 40 did good things to the minecarts that I was tracking to see how laggy they were. Hi cat, could you jump on me while I'm busy? Thanks. See if I get my boat back. Not really. Damn it to hell. Why is it happening though? Everything about it is just bad. Okay, I'm out of here. Hang on a minute. Now my boat's gone again. Well, that one is probably back where I lost it the first time. I'll find it later. Get rid of all of that evidence. I wasn't cheating. You can't prove a thing. Where are we on? I don't even see it. There it is. That seems slower than it should be. Yeah, it's hitching a bit. Well, fun. Rebuild my tools real quick. Arg. Why are there only 5 bamboos in there? That's weird. You'd think that would be always full. Huh. Oh, possibly because of the lag. Or not the lag, but, well, the lag too, but more, possibly because of the, what did I just get? Tick speed. I lowered it, so I guess we probably got less bamboo for a minute there. I don't quite get what the problem is. What's it doing now? Yeah. I don't know why the hell it was. That's just weird. Oh, incidentally, doesn't really matter, but I threw this up here. So that I have to come up here to reach it, but I can just, well, there's nothing in it now. But I can fill it up with sand or whatever I want to ultimately cook. I've got that many cacti, meanwhile, stacked up, ready to go when this gets out of the way. Then we're just back to producing energy, or not producing energy, but experience, I guess. About that, yeah, we got a little room. Every once in a while, I don't have anything to do with this stuff. I should, ultimately, I gotta build up the village better. Or, you know, get them over there somewhere. Whatever works. These guys, if I even have any left, because there have been raids. What am I looking for? It's shepherds, isn't it? Which I do have over there, so maybe I will get them. What do shepherds look like? Show me one. I don't think I have any. How do I not have any shepherds? They'd be here, because that's looms. Well, you're a shepherd, though, aren't you? You're a Fletcher. That's not what I want to hear. All of my shepherds died. Well, that's fun. Anyway, 1 in X shepherds at slightly higher levels than not existing, but also, oh, whatever, there's Novus and then Journeyman and stuff. At some point, they won't die, which, until they all died, you know, extincted, I did have one that wanted, white dye, or, was it white dye, or, it seems like it might have been. It was that, or it was lime. Either way, it counted, because, you know, white dye and green dye become lime, so it's an extra step, but it's 2 extra steps. You have to make the bone meal into white dye in the first ones. And I have bone meal coming in here automatically and a bunch of stuff saved up. Anyway, if I ever get one that wants green dye, that would give me a way to unload that stuff, although probably not quite as quickly as I'm producing it at this rate. I don't know. I can also just throw it away. There's actually not a lot of problem with just walking up and just hitting Q until it's all out of that damn way. It's relatively worthless. It's all about the experience to get the numbers up on my mending tools and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to find out what that ice cube tray does. Contemplate getting the materials together to try to build more automated, a big cubey thing. And, I don't know, have more information about that next time. So, I'll see you then. Bye.